Hi guys. So it's me again, Nate with the Amsterdam Free Library, and I'm just in here to let you guys, to teach you guys today how to remove photographs from your cell phone. That's the topic of today's video. And so to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to be doing this with Android phones today. So Apple, to use Apple and iPhone devices, you need to go through iTunes services to do that. But for Android devices, it's really simple, and that's what I'm going to show you guys today. I'm going to be using an LG G6 as an example, but this should honestly stack across all Android devices. Um, and so what I began by doing was I plugged in my USB cable. So if you guys have a phone charger um, that has a USB link up, to the charging block, you can use that. And what you're going to do is you're going to plug that into the USB port on your computer. Um, The next step of this would honestly be to pick up your phone, go into your notifications, and you're going to look for Android system, and there will be something that should say tap to change USB options. So some of your phones might be set primarily as a power source. You plug it in, and all it's going to do is take power, not information. But there will be an option in there once you tap that to change it to a media storage device. And what that'll allow your phone to do is that'll actually allow your computer and your phone to see each other, at least the storage devices. So what's stored on which. And once you do that, let me just move some screens here. Once you do that, you're going to go down into this side box after opening up the File Explorer. You're going to go to this PC, and you can see my phone there, LG H871. You're going to click on that. We're going to click on internal storage. So now my computer can see my phone's guts essentially. And all of that's going to get poured out in front of us, right? And it's this magical folder right here, DCIM. This is where all of your photos and videos are going to be stored, at least the ones that you take with your camera. Whether or not you download something off of Facebook or Instagram, that might be stored in somewhere different. But as long as we get into this DCIM folder, we've got access to our camera and all of those associated photos. And as you can see, these are all the pictures that I've got just hanging around, even a few videos. And once you're in this menu, what you can do is you can hold down the control key on your keyboard and you can click the various objects that you want to highlight. And then you can click once and hold, and then you can dump them right here on your desktop by clicking, dragging, and then releasing. Um, so that's just an error message because my phone cable is not a very good phone cable. But if I can just pop up here, you can see all of our photos have been dumped on our desktop. And then from there, you can move them to My Pictures by just hitting right click. And then there should be an option here to send to. And you can send that to the documents folder. That's one of the easier places. Or if you want to just keep them here on the desktop, that's always an option. But at least at this point, they're on your computer. They're now being stored on your computer. And you copied them, so they're not off of your cell phone, okay? If you want space back in your cell phone and say you have a lot of photos you don't need, after you copied them and followed these steps, you could in theory go through here and delete everything and get a bunch of space back on your phone. But that right there is a really good way of just going in and removing files that you need to save, or maybe you just don't need them at all. So if we go back into internal storage, this gives you access to everything you've downloaded on your phone. There's a music folder right here, so if you wanted to dump an MP3 file from your laptop onto your computer here, this is where you would do that, and that's a good way of putting music on here if you don't want to deal with Google Play's music store. But I think other than that, I think that might actually be where Google Play dumps their MP3 files as well. There's an album here. Yeah, yep. So this is where that would be dropped as well. And you could do the same thing. If you bought music on your phone and you wanted to put it on your laptop, you would do all of that right here. But yep, that's a really good way of getting into your phone's directory. That's actually kind of what they call the root. the root directory, if you're talking about file systems. But yeah, so that's how you guys do that. That's all we've got for today, but I just want to thank you guys for stopping in.